Genres. Selecting your novel category based on content. When a category or subcategory has a set of well-defined rules that determine the broad parameters of the story, it's called a genre. Typical genres include romance, thrillers, mysteries, science fiction, fantasy, and horror. In this post, we discuss these categories and others. Romance, a genre with heart and market share. Romance novels are the undisputed kings and queens of the publishing world. This genre has a staggering 40% of market share. It's clear that readers can't get enough of love stories. The genre boasts a massive, dedicated readership spanning all ages, and the potential for financial success is huge. At its core, a romance novel follows the journey of an unmarried couple towards happily ever after. The plot may involve external conflicts or challenges, but the primary focus is on the blossoming relationships between the protagonists. From the steamy pages of erotic romances to the sweet innocence of sweet romances, the genre offers a vast array of subgenres to cater to every reader's taste. However, the world of romance is also fiercely competitive. To succeed, new writers must focus on their target audience and adhere to specific subgenre conventions. Romance publishers are notoriously picky, with detailed guidelines outlining everything from word count to character ages. While plot and theme aren't entirely neglected, character development and world building often take center stage. So, while the path to romance novel success may seem daunting, with careful planning and a deep understanding of the genre, aspiring authors can find themselves swept up in a love story of their own, one with a happy ending, both personally and professionally. Thrillers, suspense, and edge of your seat excitement. Thrillers, often synonymous with suspense novels, are adrenaline pumping tales that grip readers from the first page. This versatile genre encompasses a wide range of subgenres, from action-packed adventures to mind-bending techno-thrillers and high-stakes legal dramas. While plot is king in thrillers, a strong characterization and immersive world building can also elevate the story. Thrillers enjoy a broad readership. Readers are both men and women across all age groups. Some subgenres, like military techno thrillers, tilt toward men, but the overall genre is relatively balanced. The appropriate level of violence depends largely on the selected target audience. The thriller landscape is vast, offering authors the opportunity to carve out a unique niche, from creating entirely new subgenres to putting a fresh spin on existing ones. The potential for innovation is huge. Authors like Tom Clancy and John Grisham have demonstrated the power of defining and dominating a specific thriller territory. Thrillers are highly marketable and dominate bestseller lists. But breaking into the genre is no easy job. The competition is fierce, but for those passionate about crafting suspenseful tales, the rewards can be substantial. Mystery crime, the art of deduction. Mystery and crime fiction share a close kinship with thrillers, but the defining characteristic of a mystery is its intellectual puzzle. Typically, centered the mystery is centered around a murder. This genre, this genre demands a clear culprit who is revealed only at the story's end. Revealing the criminal soon transforms the tale into a thriller rather than a mystery. The mystery genre has a wide and diverse readership from all ages and genders. Its flexibility allows for numerous subgenres, from police procedurals and private investigators to quasi mysterious featuring amateur detectives. So, writers have room to experiment and create unique approaches within the genre. The intellectual puzzle is paramount, but the success of a mystery also hinges on a strong character development, compelling plot, or a distinctive setting. Some publishers have rigid guidelines for mysteries, but others offer more creative freedom. Given the diverse appetite of mystery readers, the market consistently demands new titles. This creates a promising landscape for new writers, offering opportunities to break in and establish a readership. However, thorough research into the genre is essential to understand its conventions and potential subgenres before embarking on a mystery novel. Science fiction and fantasy. Science fiction and fantasy ignite the imagination of passionate readers who, who often develop a deep loyalty to their favorite authors and series through his or her lifetime. These genres have produced some of the most iconic and best-selling works in literary history, from The Lord of the Rings to Harry Potter and A Song of Ice and Fire. The variety of both science fiction and fantasy is great, from the hard-edged realism of science fiction to the boundless magic of fantasy. These genres offer endless possibilities for creativity. The demand for fresh, innovative ideas is high, and writers who can craft truly original words have the potential to become the next big thing. World building is a cornerstone of science fiction and fantasy. Creating believable and immersive setting is essential for capturing readers' imaginations. Whether it's a distant galaxy or a realm of mystical creatures, the world must feel real to resonate with audiences. This genre is not the largest genre by volume, but science fiction and fantasy boasts an exceptionally dedicated readership. With careful study and a unique vision, even new writers can find success in this realm. Publishers specializing in science fiction and fantasy offer valuable insights into current trends and preferences. So, researching their catalogs is crucial for understanding the market. For those drawn to the extraordinary, science fiction and fantasy provide a vast canvas upon which to paint unforgettable stories. Horror. Horror fiction is a genre built on fear. Its purpose is to induce a visceral, terrifying response in readers before ultimately offering some form of resolution. The horror section of your local bookstore might be smaller than others, but its impact is undeniable. Masters like Stephen King have proven that horror can be a highly successful and lucrative genre. Horror offers flexibility in terms of storytelling focus, character driven or plot driven narratives are both viable options, as are stories centered around atmosphere or thematic exploration. Unlike some genres, horror allows for greater creative freedom, enabling writers to push boundaries and define their own subgenres. Breaking into the horror genre can be challenging due to its smaller size. However, for those with a talent for crafting chilling tales, the rewards can be substantial. Success in horror hinges on the ability to evoke intense emotional reactions that transports readers into realms of terror and suspense. The horror genre might be a niche market, but its a dedicated fan base and a potential for getting noticed make it a compelling option for writers who dare to dive into the dark. Historical fiction, a journey through time. Historical novel transports readers to a bygone era, typically set more than 50 years before the book's publication. The exact boundary between historical and contemporary fiction can be blurry, but the general consensus is that a significant time gap is required. Unfortunately, bookstores often lack dedicated shelves for historical fiction. This makes it necessary to categorize your novel within another genre. For instance, a historical romance would be shelved under romance, while a historical mystery would be placed with mysteries. This hybrid approach allows historical fiction to reach a wider audience. Writing historical fiction demands meticulous research and to accurately portray the time period, customs, and societal norms. Historical accuracy is essential, but it's equally important to create compelling characters and a captivating plot. The historical fiction market is diverse, catering to readers interested in various time periods and themes. By carefully selecting a unique angle and providing a fresh perspective, authors can carve out a niche within this expansive genre. Historical fiction might not be as commercially dominant as some other genres, but its dedicated readership and potential for critical acclaim make it a rewarding pursuit for writers with a passion for the past. General literary fiction. General or literary fiction is the catch-all category for novels that don't neatly fit into other genres. Often this genre is categorized by its focus on language or character development. The intellectual depth in literary fiction demands a high level of artistry and craftsmanship. It can intersect with other genres like literary romance or literary mystery, but the emphasis shifts towards exploring complex themes and human experiences. The line between general and literary fiction is often blurred, and the classification can vary depending on the bookstore and the publisher's marketing strategy. This lack of clear boundaries makes it a challenging category for new writers. Breaking into the general literary fiction market is exceptionally competitive. Success depends on exceptional writing skills and a unique voice. Unlike other fiction categories, which often adhere to specific conventions, literary fiction offers greater freedom in terms of style, structure, and content. However, this freedom also means facing a higher standard of excellence. Financial rewards in literary fiction can be unpredictable. However, the artistic satisfaction of crafting a meaningful and thought-provoking story is often a primary motivator for writers in this category. Achieving commercial success is possible, but it requires a rare combination of literary merit and market appeal. Ultimately, the decision to pursue general literary fiction is a personal one. It demands unwavering dedication to one's craft and a willingness to navigate a challenging but potentially rewarding literary landscape.